Yellow, and welcome to the Brain Booster Lounge. Some of the best memories from our childhood are the ones where we got to enjoy our favorite toys. Toys gave us that sense of freedom that let us forget any troubles that were bothering us. They played a significant role in our lives before we had to enter the world of school and working at a crappy job. Today we are going to explore some of my personal favorite nostalgic toys that many of us will never forget. Let's start out strong with the Super Soaker 50. Now, there are many water guns that still come out today, but the Super Soaker 50 was the classic original. Releasing in 1992, the Super Soaker 50 was one of the first air pressure water guns. It stood out with its neon green colors and let you control the power of your water blast with a handle that you could pump. I'll never forget this toy and its great memories of giving insane water fights with my friends. Next, we have POGS. POGS came out way before all the kids were yelling the word POG in Twitch and Discord chat repeatedly. Making an appearance in 1990, POGs were little circle-shaped cardboard discs with all kinds of different cool designs on them. Playing against your friends, you would stack them face up and throw a heavy POG on top of the stack called a slammer. Any POGs that were left face down after you hit the stack, you got to collect, and whoever had the most POGs in the end wins. I recall this really cool looking tube that held all of my POGs and a super heavy slammer that kinda cheated and usually won me most of the games that I played. Moving on, let's look at the Mighty Max toys that came out in 1992. These were really intricate shaped skeleton, reptile, and mutant looking heads that opened up to reveal a series of secret rooms. Many of them came with different mini action figures you could use to interact with some of the inside scenes. My personal favorite Mighty Max toy I remember owning was the Escape from Skull Dungeon set, which featured a Frankenstein laboratory inside. We can't forget to talk about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Dragon Dagger. This sick-looking dagger was used by the beloved Green Power Ranger. The dagger doubled as a flute, and it played an epic tune I will never forget whenever the Green Ranger summoned his Dragon Zord. I will always remember running around with this little dagger playing the flute with the 3 magic buttons on it, pretending I was the Green Ranger. The Green Ranger has since passed away since the making of this toy, and I will never forget his character and how much joy he brought me as a kid. Coming up next, we have the Magic Mitt, busting out on the scene with these hot green and pink Velcro mitts that came with a little ball that stuck to them. These little mitts that strapped to your hand gave endless hours of fun and taught us how to play catch before moving on to items like the baseball glove. Then we have Dear Diary that came out in 1996. This little pink electronic handheld diary was more popular amongst girls and would let them type in their secrets and record and play back messages. As a kid, I remember the Dear Diary very well because I would always try and sneak it away from my sisters or other friends and try to take a peek at any of their secrets they were hiding. I'll never forget Creepy Crawlers. Originally called the Creepy Crawlers Thing Maker that came out in 1964, the true Creepy Crawlers that we all remember re-released and came out again in 1992. These little oven toys came with molds that let you add different goop inside that became a solid gummy-like object when you took them out of the oven. The molds were shaped in different kinds of creepy insects and reptiles. There were different colors of goop you could add that even ranged from scented to glow-in-the-dark. I'll always remember Creepy Crawlers cooking these babies up and placing them all around the house trying to scare different members of my family. For all of the kids out there that enjoyed building with toys, you must remember the K'NEX. K'NEX came out in 1992 and were all different shapes and sizes, letting us build complex cars, animals, and different kinds of structures. Many of the different things you could build had moving parts, which made K'NEX really fun to create with. One of the best sets of K'NEX, in my opinion, was the Ferris wheel. As a kid, I remember the Ferris wheel K'NEX set seemed so big, and it actually operated like a real Ferris wheel after being built. Growing up, anyone who loved the movie Home Alone 2 knew about the Talkboy that came out in 1993. The Talkboy was a handheld recording device that actually let you change the sound of your voice by slowing it down or speeding it up. It let us as kids act as if we were in the movie Home Alone 2, recording our little voices and morphing them into something that sounded different. If you ever wanted to beat up your friends in a safe way, we have the soccer boppers. These were inflatable balloon cylinder shapes that attached to each one of your hands where you could safely punch your friends with. Soccer boppers were a step above the pillow fight and actually still hurt pretty bad if you got a direct hit to the face. During our early days, anyone who loved to grab a marker and draw on things knew about the Doodle Bear. Originally created in 1995, the Doodle Bear was a plush little bear that came with a marker. It let you draw on it, and when you were done with your art, it could be put in the washing machine, making it a fresh canvas once again. I was never lucky enough to own a Doodle Bear, but I remember this toy very well, and it was a great substitute for the kids who would always get into trouble for drawing on their parents' furniture. Toys have a significant impact on our lives. They provide an escape from reality and allow us to enjoy our personal time or time with friends, especially during our childhood. Toys also played an important role in shaping our imagination, creativity, and social skills, while at the same time giving us a sense of comfort and joy. I hope everyone enjoyed some of my personal favorite toys from the 90s. Let me know in the comments some of the toys from your childhood that played a special part in your life that you'll never forget. Thanks again for checking out the Brain Booster Lounge. I hope everyone enjoyed the video and gained some type of good memory from their past. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I'll be coming out with new content for you every week.